The next panel discussed smart manufacturing in the chemical industry.
Chemical industry is also leveraging digital technologies in a big way. We use cloud computing, so we have our loads on cloud. We also use big data analytics for analyzing our data, so which we collect from our DCS plants. So be it predictive analytics, be it descriptive or prescriptive analytics, all kind of analytics we are doing using the big data analytics. We also use artificial intelligence in terms of the surveillance of the plant.
No, barring operational excellence, manufacturing excellence related themes, compliance, environmental compliances, and safety aspects, those are extremely relevant and important. And issues like fugitive emissions, how do you track them, how do you control them, and how do you continually are able to ensure that there is no such incident which is happening, and if there are any possibilities, how quickly, how much early alerts you can get so that you can act on it in a proactive manner.
Process safety is of very deep concern to anybody who operates in chemical industry. Chemical industry uses a lot of energy, it uses toxic chemicals, it uses hazardous or combustible chemicals, and carries out reactions which are, you might say, runaway reactions. The life and health of the people who operate these plants is at stake, and we must do everything in our power to be able to make sure that their safety is ensured. From that point of view, everything that the technology can do um, to sustainably improve the operational situational awareness has to be done, and technology plays a huge part over there. So one of them that has come forth as a very important technology and very practical one is to be the ability to build digital twins. A few other ways in which operators situational awareness can be improved is through operator guidance system supported by augmented reality kind of solutions.
According to scientific research, digitalization is in manufacturing contributes positively to environmental sustainability by increasing resource and information efficiency. Actually, if you see applying Industry 4.0 technologies throughout the product life cycle results in a smaller eco footprint, okay, and less harmful energy resources, materials, and chemicals. Basically, it also contributes and optimizing energy efficiency and decrease cost in manufacturing.
For the industry, I think it's very relevant to have an end-to-end approach. So that means it's the sustainability impact across the value chain. That means starting from how they are sourcing the raw material until what is actually the carbon footprint of their end products. So it is not just during the manufacturing itself, but it is across the life cycle of the product that the sustainability aspect has to be looked at.
Taking the conversation forward was the next panel discussion on smart manufacturing in the life sciences industry.
Industry 4.0 is something which is a mix of digitalization and automation. This is to bring transparency and efficiency by real-time visibility and insights for faster decision making. In order to achieve digitalization, there has to be an ecosystem of the cyber physical space. And when this ecosystem is created, that is what becomes the smart factory or the future factory. In context of pharma, this essentially becomes Pharma 4.0. Now, how the industry is adopting it is by leveraging this ecosystem. They're trying to develop the use cases. And some of the pertinent use cases in pharma realm are like predictive maintenance, continuous quality assurance, real-time process optimization, digital twins for automated quality controls, digital technology transfer, etc. And the reason the industry is moving towards them is essentially to increase their output, to enhance their quality, agility, improve safety, and also reduce waste.
Last decade, I would say, we at Dr. Reddy's did a lot of investment in terms of connecting all our information, all our data, and digitalizing all the information. So what we called as digitize the core. So we had made a lot of investment on that. So we could use a lot of use cases on top of that to create some success stories out of that. And once we saw success out of that, we went for a big bang at our largest facility in Hyderabad, and we coined it Ops Next. And we used close to about 40 Industry 4.0 use cases from 6 technologies on Industry 4.0. And we've seen significant improvement. In fact, that's now going to be our biggest lever in terms of transitioning from where we are to being the most productive in the world.
Started the journey of the paperless in the year 2014, and we have achieved almost 90% of the all our research and development, manufacturing, and supply chain, and completely in the automation. So India is also emerging in the contract development manufacturing. So it is very more important to have automated tools to help the new molecules come to the market in a faster way. So in R&D, the AI model for drug discovery is helping us to bring the predicting drug-protein interactions, as well as predict physicochemical properties, and as well as predicting bioactivities. Also, the technology is helping us to predict the success rate in clinical trials, and also predict the success rate in the market also.
Many of our pharma players in India are actively working on various projects to take this forward. And the generic industry is going through major changes. The prices have been crashing, the raw material prices have been increasing. So there is tremendous pressure on the industry to improve the cost. That's why the industry is looking at this revolution and the digitalization to have more avenues for the cost improvement.
And the final panel discussion was on smart manufacturing in the warehousing industry.
It's normal practice to set up control towers across the supply chain in e-commerce. And we collect a lot of data at these various control towers. And we use this data to continuously, optimize our network design and our flows, and improve our speed and efficiencies. So we have the pickers or our warehouse associates going on a picking route and picking the various items for an order. So we use algorithms to actually optimize the picking route of our warehouse associates to be able to maximize efficiency and productivity.
I think warehouse operations have been seeing an increasing complexity, and they've moved a long way from being just a storage location. And there's a high need for flexible, high throughput, and compact material handling solutions. So with this background, what we see is, it's quite an evolving thing, especially for OEMs. I think while there are constraints to work around, but there's a high growth of opportunities. But it also means that they have to design, they have to build and deploy solutions which are quite diverse and kind of custom. So it all means that we need to be much faster and right the first time. And that's where probably digital twin makes a big impact. It helps build better systems, and you could keep rethinking and make it better while it is still on the soft way.
Of all the technologies that we can harness, I presume the most transformational will be the adoption of digital twin technology. Warehouse operations are getting more complex, inventory is getting more diverse, many SKUs getting added that e-commerce has brought in, and customers now expect lightning fast fulfillment. Keeping a sense of all this, smart companies are now building digital twins of their warehouse operations and using them to manage complexities and improve the performance. The biggest advantage is visualization. Design of the warehouse has become easier and friendlier. With digital twins, companies can try out new floor plans and test new workflows virtually. They can introduce new variables and parameters to their operations and assess the impact of those. Every aspect of operations can be monitored and tweaked, including SKU mix, ordering and shipping, demand spikes. In short, warehouse performance can be improved far more quickly and with optimal cost than in the past.
Computerized equipments and machines like robot, like AGVs, AMRs, ASRS systems, transport systems like conveyors, RGV, or the smart machines, which can sense, collect data, process electronic signals, and use various softwares to assign and complete various tasks. While the artificial intelligence enhances the cognitive capabilities of computerized equipments by enabling them to make independent decisions. Artificial intelligence is gradually revolutionizing, let's say that they're trying to transform traditional warehouses into smart ecosystems that utilize advanced technology to automate warehouse operations. This helps to basically help them to proactively predict the performance of the workers, identify the challenges in the supply chain, and let's say reducing the turnaround of the entire order fulfillment process.
With that, we come to the end of some riveting discussions to make India the smart factory of the world.
Forbes India, CNBC-TV18 present India Inc. on the Move. Smart Manufacturing, powered by Rockwell Automation.